Get it
Hi,
out.
nerds! Welcome to Insert Coin to begin.
Take two.
Try that again.
Bobby yells, "You cannot have the mango. Have a the mango."
Hi, nerds! Welcome to Let's. Oh my god.
Take three.
Yeah. Shut up. It's just like I'm filming on song. I'm gonna screw this up 12 times until I finally get frustrated and walk away.
Then you're gonna yell at me and
Yep, it's all
insult
your
me
fault.
some more and go have a smoke, come back, start it again.
Yep. It'll be 10 o'clock before we get through this intro. Alright. Hi, nerds! Welcome to Insert Coin to Begin presents Let's Play Episode 4. The way the show works is we have just a few questions in a short amount of time. 3 minor questions, one of which will always be, what are you playing? And the other 2 get 5 minutes each, and then we finish it up with a boss fight that's normally a more difficult question that deserves the rest of our time, and hopefully the most amount of argument. I'm Chachi from InsertCoinToBegin.com. Joining me this week, as promised, we have women on the staff.
They're real.
They're real, and they're
I
here.
exist.
So, introducing for the first time on Let's Play, Kat, aka at SnarkyTech on Twitter. And then joining us again is Rizzy.
Hello. That's all.
Alright, so you guys ready to do this?
Well, let's go.
Alright, first question, 5
Let's
minutes.
leave Ray Jenkins' shit.
What are you playing, and did you play last week's challenge, Kat?
I did slice the fruits. I am also playing Mass Effect 3, Neverwinter Nights. I just got into that. Dragon Age Origins and Skyrim.
I love Neverwinter Nights. I used to hack the crap out of that game.
I know, I'm excited. It's the first time I've ever played it, so I've heard a lot about it, so ready to go.
Riz?
Well, first of all, I'm playing Hitman Sniper Challenge. I'll be doing a review on that in the near future, sometime this week. Also, I'm playing SimCity Social Beta, which is the Facebook game EA is producing for SimCity. And also, I've been playing some bored Minecraft, you know, just chopping wood, mining stuff. And, oh yeah, Mass Effect 3.
Did you play the challenge?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think?
I loved Fruit Ninja.
So I played the challenge. I downloaded the challenge. It was brought to us. It was given to us by a friend of the show, Wheels, because last week we didn't have a gaming challenge, and so we asked the audience, and we got Fruit Ninja. I downloaded it that minute. I can honestly say I've played a good 2 hours of Fruit Ninja since last week. It's just, the games are so quick and it's so easy, and it's right there when I need to play it.
Question, what did everybody play it on? Because it's got to be a different experience, right?
I played it on my G2 Android.
Okay.
iPhone.
Yeah, I played it on my phone.
Okay, so nobody did the Kinect version?
No.
Nope.
I wasn't going to waste points on that. That's just dumb. I got it for free on my phone, and it goes with me. That's all there is to it. So yeah, it was great. I've also
Well, you can also bring your Kinect if you want.
No, I'm not taking my whole gaming system with me. Because, I mean, then I gotta find a place to set it up and power, and then I look like an idiot playing video games in a public place that involve awkward karate moves at the TV. It's just weird. I'm also playing Cut the Rope still. AJ mentioned a game last night called Flow. I found a Android version of my phone. It's called Flow Cube. So it takes his version, puts it on a cube, and makes it better. So, yeah. Suck it, AJ. And I've also been playing Lego Batman 2. but you guys will read about my review for Lego Batman 2 will be up tomorrow. So I'm thinking 10ish. Tomorrow at 10. Seems like a good time.
9 Central.
Yeah. 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Alright, on to the next topic. The topics this week were given to us by Fuzzy. Yeah, by Fuzzy, who couldn't be on here. When it comes to playing sports games, do you tend to stick to realistic or ridiculous sports? And the example he gave was NFL Blitz or Madden. Riz?
I'd like the craziness of, NBA jams over the, blandness of the whole Madden series or the NBA 2K series or something like that. It just seems more fun. I don't like realistic aspect of Madden per se, but I do like the funness of something like Mutant League Football. And like that was on the Genesis, and I played tons of when I was a young kid. But yeah, the wackiness factor I see, like of having these gigantic guys just go out there and killing each other, does take fun to a whole new level for me in playing football. So yeah.
All right, Kat. Kat.
Oh, I'm sorry, my sound went out. I would actually prefer realistic games. I consider myself to be like a hardcore football fan. So if I'm playing a football game, I want to play a game that's sort of like the simulation of a real thing. If I want to play something that's like cartoony or an arcade game, I would play something that's, not football. I would pick a different game.
All right. See, this was a hard question for me because I look for different things in different games. If I want to sit down and play sports, I have to first decide if I want it to be realistic or if I just want to tackle someone and watch their bones break. It honestly depends on what kind of mood I am as to what realistic or wacky sports I play. However, I do have to put out there that Mutant League Sports is greater than all other sports games ever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just the football, but they also did Mutant League Hockey, which is amazing. So,
agreed.
Mutant League is greater than all sports games ever. So
they need to remake that.
Mutant League? Oh,
yes.
I would love Mutant League for the 360.
I haven't played that before.
Basically, it's exactly how it sounds.
It sounds awesome.
It's Blitz with aliens, robots, basically monsters. It's kind of like a space football or hockey league
with mines and explosions.
Yeah, there's holes on the field. Parts of the field are missing, like a whole 5 yards in field, where you'll just get sucked off the field and the play ends. If you hit someone hard enough or constantly enough, they'll just explode and you won't be able to use them for the rest of the game. and it's to the point where, even the plays are ridiculous. You can bribe the refs.
Oh, that looks awesome.
Yeah, they'll call just random penalties on the other team, and then you can kill a bribed ref, or you can do a quarterback kill, which is basically a sack where the intent is to just destroy their quarterback. And it's up in the chat room on the video feed right now. But he just said hockey. Mutant League Football with Bones Jackson. Yeah, that was amazing.
Bones Jackson.
But yeah, it's the pinnacle of ridiculous sports games ever. It'll never get better than Mutant League when it comes to wacky sports. Alright, so, what awful game from years ago should be remade as a tribute to its awfulness? Kat?
Years and years ago. Well, I was thinking about it and it took me a long time, and who would want to make an awful game? So I was going through this list and I found E.T. the video game, and it just sounds terrible, and apparently it's made all kinds of worst video game lists, worst video games ever, and it's just, I don't know. You'd have to, I can't even talk right now, I'm like all over the place. But I guess that would be it. It's based on the movie. Its graphics are pretty bad even for that time, and it just seems to go on from what I've seen. Well, I've never actually, I can't think of a video game that I've played that's just awful, because I'd probably stop like after 30 minutes of playing.
Well, the thing...
I'm just rambling. I couldn't think of anything, really.
The thing with the E.T. video game is that for the amount of budget it had...
What's that?
I said the thing with the E.T. video game and why it was so bad, it's that because of the high level of budget that it had at the time...
Oh, yeah,
it shouldn't have been that bad, but it was. So that's why it makes... It stands out above the rest as awful video game. Riz?
Again, I have to agree with Kat, but why are we doing a re-release of a crappy game without changing anything?
Well, obviously we're not re-releasing any of these games.
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
know. I know it's
but the argument, why would anybody want to remake an awful game? Just like, what would the purpose be besides putting up videos on YouTube?
Yeah.
Well, it'd be along the lines of like the greatest hits collections that all these companies do.
But it's awful.
Exactly. It would be the exact opposite of that.
Okay, I got you.
Like you would take the greatest hits collection, and then right next to it, you would just put, and I'm just throwing this name out there, but biggest pile of shit collection, and you would charge like $5 for it.
But who would buy that?
People would... No, you don't understand. People will buy crappy video games if it's cheap enough.
Mm-hmm.
Just because there's some people up there that have to have everything.
That is
or they would buy it and they would call or text their friends and they'd be like, haha, guess what I just bought for $1. Because, I mean,
true.
Honestly, I own crappy video games just because. Anyhow, go ahead, Riz.
Yeah, okay. My choice for this one, I went back and forth from the Friday the 13th, which absolutely sucked. But I went with Bubsy 3D. If you don't know the Bubsy series, it's a game from... I can't even talk looking at this right now, Sword.
Oh, shit.
Wow, that looks
amazing.
But still, it's probably one of the worst built games I've seen where there's 3D graphics in it. It just looks unfinished, and if they were to bring that out on a shit list, this would be one of the top games. It just looks weird.
Yeah, I remember Bubsy.
Bubsy.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all.
Like the first two games were bearable, at least.
There's more than one.
Yeah, this was the third in the series, and it was like the first two were on what Super Nintendo and Sega.
Yeah. This
one came out on the PlayStation.
Bad. It was. They beat the horse on that one. Mine, I picked Rocky Rodent. If you never heard of this game, the Wikipedia page is only 2 paragraphs long. The company that made this game hasn't done anything except for remove all of their games from the live marketplaces, and that's it. And they did that last year. That's the last thing this company did. And I'm going to read you the 2 paragraphs, because I, in words, cannot explain how bad this game is, so I'm hoping the plot proves it. When Rocky begins eating at Pie-Face Balboa's restaurant, he unintentionally eats an envelope with Balboa's protection money. As a result, mobsters... Shut up. So many noises. Mobsters take Balboa's daughter. Balboa asks Rocky to rescue his daughter, promising him an all-you-can-eat buffet for her return. As Rocky, the player plays a rodent who must use 4 various hairstyles to rescue the daughter of the owner of Rocky's favorite eatery.
What?
Exactly. The game has 18 boards, and it's bad.
You played through all of this?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I did.
I'm sorry you had to play this, Chachi.
It looks terrible.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, you run around, you get that spiky hairdo, you get a mohawk that you can throw around as a boomerang. You get dreadlocks, which you can use as a grappling hook, and you get like a beehive hairdo that's a spring, basically. You turn upside down and bounce off your hair and reach a higher platform. Yeah.
That just looks... No. Oh, no.
How long did it take you to finish?
A half hour? I mean, tops. That's why I never shut it off, because it didn't take that long to beat. Bobby brought up the angry video game nerd. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of going to hit Bobby the next time I see him for even asking if we've heard of him. Anyhow, time for the boss fight. The biggest question of the show this week is, which character has the biggest bandwagon? Kat?
Oh, Mario, by far. I mean, if somebody doesn't play games, they're going to know who he is. He's the most recognizable, in my opinion, and I think he probably has the biggest bandwagon.
I don't know if that's a fair assessment. Of course, Mario is going to have a huge fan base, but I don't know if that would be considered bandwagon or not.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that too, about the question, and I was kind of stuck on that. But Mario is the first character to come to mind.
Fair enough. Mm-hmm. Riz?
Well, I went a whole different direction. But I kind of punned in bandwagon, but still, it is one of the better characters out there I've played with. And Rockstar brought out CJ from San Andreas, Tony from Vice City, but one name that I really enjoyed playing with, and I think a lot of people did, was John Marston from Red Dead Redemption. I mean, and I still see people play this to this day without any new plot twists, without any new DLCs, without any new stuff, because John Marston is... I forget who plays John Marston in this, but he was one of the better guys I've played. And that's saying something coming from Rockstar, who epitomizes the single player that you have to take on, like the role of. And having him being like the big cheese is pretty cool. And get it? It's set in the Western.
Yeah, I got
bandwagon.
I got your pun. I oughta smack you.
You won't.
I know. It took me a while. But I think the true answer to this question is Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. And the reason I say that is because...
Not Final Fantasy X?
I'm gonna... Keep it up, Riz. Keep it up. And the reason I say this is because he doesn't make many appearances, but he still has a stupidly huge fan base. He's only been in like 4 games, yet, I mean, he's one of the most popular out of a series of, like, I don't even know what number they're up to now. 13? Like 13, 14 games. And to be that huge, out of making an appearance in one game in a huge series, he was in 3 of the Kingdom Hearts, 2 of which he wasn't a playable character and didn't have a huge part of the storyline, and some Japanese fighting game. Like, those are the games he was in, yet his fan base is huge. He was in, Advent Children, and I mean, the fan base for Sephiroth is rabid. To the point where Kingdom Hearts didn't want to put him in a couple of the games because they didn't have a valid reason for him to be there, and that would have pissed off the fans of the game. Like, they recognized enough that they can't just throw him in to throw him in.
Remember the reaction at Video Games Live for One Winged Angel?
Yeah.
His theme song?
I mean, he gets everything. So that's who I picked.
Like, what are some other ones though? Like I had trouble trying to figure out who really had a big fan base though. Like I saw in the chat room Sonic, but I think his is kind of winding down along with Mega Man. Like, but who else would qualify, you think?
Snake.
Yeah, Snake.
Yeah.
Duke Nukem had a rabid fan base.
That got killed.
Yeah, that died instantly.
Destroyed.
But
I've been playing through Duke Nukem Forever. It's pretty bad. It's so linear, it's ridiculous. Like I have 3D on my Xbox 360, and I keep wanting to go back to it to remember the way it was. So it's too grotesquely, like, the part where you have to pick up poop. Why? You know, seriously.
Who else can we say would have a rabid fan base that doesn't really deserve it?
Sonic says Lo Wang from Shadow Warrior.
You know, actually, Shenmue has a huge fan base and doesn't really deserve it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Can I defend Shenmue? Because we bought Shenmue for the Dreamcast, and we both played through Shenmue, and we just walk around town getting those little bubble toys. That was fun, though. And then there was the forklift races in the dock. I mean, it felt like a real thing, and it had atmosphere. It felt realistic at the time on a Dreamcast. And I haven't played like the sequel on Xbox or anything like that. It was just so incomplete and so different. It was before its time.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was after its time, and it was still bad.
Well, you gotta think, this is before we had like a huge consistent world like you had on like Grand Theft Auto.
Well, I mean, here's my thing, alright? For what the game was, and the terribleness of the game, that guy does not deserve the rabid fan base that he has. Like, people get pissed off because they haven't released a new Shenmue game. And I don't understand why.
Well, that's like you play through 2 games of Shenmue and you go through the storyline and it was promised to be in 3 parts. What if they didn't release the 3rd Mass Effect for some reason?
I don't play Mass Effect. It wouldn't affect me.
No, I'm saying, hypothetically, you invested...
Don't say that.
You invested in 2 games,
yeah, I know,
promising a 3rd to close everything out. You got whatever cliffhanger was after the 2nd one, and I don't know what Mass Effect 2 is. I still have to play through it.
The extended cut ending came out today for Mass Effect 3 also.
Yeah, it didn't really affect me.
Yeah, well.
You're too busy with Lego Batman 2.
I am too busy with Lego Batman 2. That game is huge. It's insane.
Sir, you are in the minority without playing Mass Effect 3 right now.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm not gonna run out and buy it tomorrow. Let me just put it that way.
It'll be there.
It'll still be there, Chachi.
Yeah, I know. And I probably still won't buy it. I don't know if I
join us, Chachi.
If I want to play a space shooter alien game, I'll get Halo.
Well, that was coming. I'll probably get it.
All right. So we're just about out of time. I'm still waiting on the link for this week's challenge.
I have it in the chat.
Oh, I don't see it. This week's challenge is Happy Wheels. I have no idea what this game is.
There.
What is it?
Happy Wheels. I have no idea what this game is.
It's a pretty weird game.
It's from Bobby. So
is this what we was playing last night in the Hangout?
Yeah, this was what we was playing in the Hangout last night. It's basically you drive around in multiple either created bases, like from the guys who created Total Jerkface, or you can do like a user created level, which is kind of weird. Some of them are stupid, some of them are copies, but some of them are pretty good. So you have to fish through the rubble and get them. But it was basically a couple of characters, and they just drive around and sometimes get killed.
Huh. All right.
And dismembered.
So,
and there's a big fat lady.
All right, so that's this week's challenge. It'll be in the newsletter. It'll be on the website, and it'll be making its way
everywhere.
It'll be making its way to the Twitter account here shortly, won't it, Riz?
Yes, it will.
All right. So
was that? Yes, it will.
That was a threat. Just in case you were confused as to what that was.
My guy fell down and he can't get up.
And sword failed.
So that's all we have for you this week. So you can check us out at insertcointobegin.com. We're on Twitter, insertcointb. We're on Facebook, Google+, Reddit. We're everywhere you can find us. So we got new stuff every day.
Every single day.
And you can tune into this show Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. roundabouts Eastern Time. So for Riz and Kat, a real woman, lady person.
Yes, I am.
Real lady person.
Yes. I'm Chachi. Thanks for watching, nerds.